Alright, my name is David, and I am the first affirmative for today's debate. And we will be arguing that teachers should be allowed to conceal carry weapons on campus where concealed carry laws exist. So, my first point I'm going to be going over is going to be talking about the reason why we need this. The second point is going to be why teachers are able to be trusted to have this privilege. And then the third point is going to go over why this all will work. And so the first point, my first claim is that the reason that this needs to take place is for the safety of the students and staff that make up the school. So a question that comes from this naturally would be that, well, what's wrong with the safety on campus currently? The simple answer to that is that students don't have protection against people or other students who wish to come on campus and harm them with weapons. The only defense they have is to lock themselves in their classrooms. There may be campus security team, however, this group of people are not allowed to be equipped with guns that can be used against attackers. For example, we'll look at a fairly recent case, the Umpqua Community College shooting. Pretty sure many are familiar with that. This is the case where the shooter was asking what religion these people were, and then he proceeded to shoot them. The death toll from this tragedy is reported in the New York Times article titled "Oregon Shooting at Umpqua College Kills 10, Sheriff Said," where the number of deaths is stated in the title. In this article, there are quotes from witnesses describing the order of events and how there were shots, then pauses, and then more shots. Through this whole tragic event, all the students could do was lock themselves in their class and cover themselves with desks and backpacks. They even are quoted that they thought they surely were going to die. They felt helpless. We claim that school is the safest place for students, and for the most part it is. However, there definitely needs to be a change to the current system because students are still being murdered on campus at a rate of about one shooting every 5 weeks. This number comes from the CNN article, Closer Look, How Many Newton-like School Shootings in Sandy Hook. This number comes from the amount of shooting incidents that have occurred inside or near a school from an adult or minor. This number does not include personal arguments, accidents, alleged gang activity, and drug deals. My claim would be that these incidents occur too often. There needs to be changes to keep students and staff safe. So for my second claim, it is beneficial to allow teachers to conceal carry because this gives trustworthy people the ability to protect the students. A question that would come from this would be, how do we know teachers are trustworthy people? Well, to answer this, teachers generally care about what they do. For example, I have two personal examples of how this is true. First one is in my job. I'm a tutor at high school. I get to work very closely with teachers. And so from this, I've seen that teachers don't get enough credit. They really care for their students. When students are failing their classes, the teachers try really hard to bring the kids into receiving help that they need to get that grade up or just whatever type of help it is. Also, they grow attached to their students. When I converse with these educators, they definitely show how much they care for their students that are either failing or just in general, they show like how much they love their kids. Another example I have is with my aunt. She's in the process of earning her credentials or teaching credentials. She's currently at high school, and she always is telling me how she loves her kids so much and how she wishes she could do more than just be there and watching them, basically. And so for all the time and effort and care that go into being a teacher, their pay does not reflect their work. The national average starting salary for a teacher for grades K through 12 is reported to be about $56,000 salary a year by the National Center for Education Statistics, and that was from the year 2012 to 2013. The national median household income during that same time period was about $52,000, which was reported by the U.S. Census Bureau. So for the amount of work that a teacher puts into their career, it would be expected for them to make significantly more than the national average for doing more than average work. However, this is where they sit. Compared to other routes these people could have took to make money, teaching would not be the first on the list. However, they teach because they enjoy it, not for the salary. The whole reason a teacher gets into his career is because they enjoy teaching their subject and helping people learn. So knowing this information, a teacher is a trustworthy person to be able to conceal carry a weapon because they maintain a certain integrity that is aimed towards caring for and helping people in their community. By nature, a teacher is meant to be a person we can trust and feel safe around. So for my third claim, allowing teachers to conceal carry will help protect students from possible attackers that are coming in with weapons. The way that this would protect students is because they have their teacher who can use the weapon to eliminate someone who is trying to harm them. Instead of having lost lives of students, there would be only one life that would be potentially lost, and that would be of the attacker. So when you search online, you're able to find many stories about how there are people who are preventing criminal activity and even protected their lives from danger by simply using their weapons for defense. Two examples come from the RNA's website. In these two articles, they're explaining the situation that took place, and they show how these cases, the gun owners were probably using their weapons, and that they were legal concealed carries. And so the first case involved a gas station employee that had a gun pulled out on him and another coworker. However, one of the employees retrieved a gun and fired at the criminal, which caused him to flee. The next case involved 4 attackers attempting a home invasion. The homeowner responded by retrieving his weapon and killing one of the intruders. The other 3 fled. And so that kind of shows like 2 examples for that. So these 2 cases show how much influence a weapon being used for defense has. It also shows how attackers aren't going in expecting danger. However, when they realized that they could possibly be killed for continuing their criminal activity, they quickly stopped what they were doing. And so, to help protect the staff and students in this country, we should allow our teachers the choice to conceal carry on campus.